Strata Control Technology MN6142. We are trying to utilize our whiteboard also. That's why let me know first whether my voice is audible to you or not. Then I can start sharing our slides and continue our class. Let me know to anybody whether my voice is audible or not.
Yes, sir, it's audible.
Oh, very good. So now we will start our class. Before starting the class, let me have your preparedness for presentation, your assignments and its status, so that it becomes easy for us to continue our teaching learning process through this online mode through MS Team without any problem. Although you are not available here, we can continue to do the work as we were doing before. Let me share my slides. Let me know whether you are able to see the slide.
Yes, sir.
Very good. Here, welcome my beloved students of Strata Control Technology once again to MN6142 of this lecture number 27 on 18th February 2021. We have been discussing about support designs and as a part of it also about the capability and then understanding how supports are designed, and not only designing, also its monitoring and all other aspects of evaluation of performance of the supports also as a strata control engineer. Today, let me take attendance just for a minute, and meanwhile anybody can unmute your CR who are ready to present today. After 50% of our class, we will go with that. I am taking your attendance, trying to download your attendance, and then I will continue. You can also write here who are ready to present today. So who are ready to present their assignment today. Otherwise, we will take out that first 2 and 3, keeping them 0, and we go to the next people for next day. Otherwise, 3 as decided before will be exempted with 0 marks because their turn is over, 0 marks. And then next 3 will be ready. So you decide yourself. We have done that many times, so it is not a new procedure for us. Let me also know whether you are able to see that whiteboard. Last time there were some problems. When I make it full screen, now you see. Are you able to see that whiteboard here where I have written Strata Control Technology MN6142 on 18/2/21, and today's
Not visible.
as it is not visible. So our discussions are on the support design. Any color combination also you can tell about me. Meanwhile, I am just putting off one light here. You just see whether you are able to see that board, whiteboard, whatever I have written. Is it visible? Like this will be
Yes,
now.
sir.
Is it visible now?
Yes, sir.
No, sir.
No. Because there may be some glaring, so I am utilizing this light, natural light, and in that natural light, let me know whether you are able to see that board. Is it visible? Are you able to see whatever is written there? Yes, no.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay. So now little bit on one side.
Sir, your voice is not audible.
Not audible. What about the board? Some part of the board. Visibility of the board. Visibility of whiteboard. So visibility of whiteboard. Now you can tell me. Are you able to hear the voice now? Sometimes some problems were there. Otherwise, you can make a call also. You can make a call to me if voice is not
No, sir.
audible.
Voice is okay, sir, but board visibility is not there, sir. Whatever you are writing on the whiteboard, it's not visible.
Acha, that is not visible, right? So now
Yes, because of poor net connection is also there, sir, and many factors are there.
that is one, but it is just to try only one more minute. They say long wall mining. Even the color combinations also you can see, and I am adjusting my focus. Once you just try only for 2-3 minutes, we will try, then later we will come back. Are you able to see any improvement in the board that you are able to see? I am changing the focus. Are you able to see anything improved board? Any visibility of the board? Somebody can talk. You can unmute and tell me, Nikhil, Subham, Nitish.
No, sir. No, sir.
Okay. So that board visibility is not improving when I turn
No,
this
sir.
light.
It's decreasing.
Acha, then that's what I wanted to know. Now it is increasing.
Sir, now it increased, but then it decreased.
That's what I want. Now that board, is it okay?
At some level.
What you are able to read on the
Long
board?
wall mining, sir. Support
Very
design,
good
long
then.
wall mining, both.
Very good then. If this is there, today, my beloved students, for a few minutes I will talk about it, and then later we will be taking up your assignment presentations. Meanwhile, you decide yourself about putting 0 to that 3 persons already decided. And now today what we discuss is more discussions will be there on understanding when there is a long wall panel, as we started discussing with different approaches for designing the support systems. Here, if there are different layers in the roof, and those layers, we are supposed to know what is its capability, as we have seen, as one of our beloved scientists, colleague scientist Dr. S.K. Sarkar has given a very good concept of capability index. That capability index concept we are already we discussed in the previous class little bit about that, and today we discuss in more details, even with some case studies also, and then its utility in designing the support system and understanding the strata behavior in long wall panel especially, and it need not be only in long wall panel. It can be in other panels also. It can be in a board and pillar. It can be in the blasting gallery panels. That examples also I will give you. Now, if this is a long wall panel, and now this is a GOF extracted area. This is a GOF, and obviously your support is here, and then
Sir, audio is not there, sir.
now are you able to hear my voice?
Yes, sir.
Some connectivity in between problems may be there. Right. So if there are different layers, and these layers, this can be a sandstone layer, and this can be another shelly layer, or like that. There are so many layers. Even there may be coarse grained sandstone or fine grained, and then in between some clay. So many layers may be there, and we are supposed to understand what is its capability. And then already you have seen in different approaches some people have taken, or many people, majority of the investigators in designing the supports, they have taken the concept of this overhanging GOF, that is a roof in the GOF area, how much span is hanging, that is a overhanging. This may be 15, 20, 30, 40 in the periodically, that is caving down. Otherwise, in the beginning it may be 50, 60 meters total span required to fall, to cause major fall. So in that, now they developed some type of equations for capability index to be estimated. And those details now we will go. That what is the meaning of this? Now once you decided that for this extraction height maybe 3 meters, for example, for 3 meter extraction height, if you are trying to have to understand how much of the roof is supposed to cave, so that the total filling of the GOF takes place. So in that case, this is a simple formula with bulking factor. People have taken it, and since that is again a $1 billion question to estimate the bulking factor, there are again so many types of assumptions people made it. So these issues, let me go through some of the details. Already I tried to provide at that time, and now let me show you sharing the some slides and the information. Before showing the slide, let me show you some case studies also on this understanding the capability for a different purpose. Now, like that we have for so many mines. It can be for example, strata control investigation in long wall panel, 15 at VK7 incline KGM area. So I am not showing all that materials at present, but some examples I wanted to show you. Assessment of capability of roof of King Seam at VK7 incline, Singareni College Company Limited. Some of the part of the roof which investigations which were done by me long back from NIRM or Ministry Mines, and all that details also I will be showing you, so that what is importance of this capability index and how it is estimated. I want to give you mainly that details here as far as our understanding this capability. Yes, it can be, since I was giving you many times GDK 10 incline data also, it is easy for you people to imagine or to assume some more details of those mines. That's why I am showing some more examples, whether it is number 3 seam in GDK 10 incline, it is almost similar as in Bharat Coking Coal Limited. It is a seam number 10th seam, right? Or it can be number 3 seam in Southeastern Coalfield. All are having similar, almost similar thickness, maybe 8 to 10 meter like that, where we conducted blasting galley and other. This was done long back with my beloved colleague scientists and other people. So that I am just going to show you how that characteristics of this roof, whether it is for a longwall or any mine for that matter, any method of mining, how that is going to cave down, and capability, how people try to understand. That I am showing you here for a little 5 minutes. In the GDK 10 incline, you may note down some important points, whatever just I am trying to tell you, some boundary conditions, especially you note down these. So the depth cover here is about 270 meters. You may note down that 270 meters, and the thickness of the seam, as I told you, around 10. This is 11 meters, and of course these are the width of the gallery, and then height of that 2.8 and 4.2. Thickness of parting, this is around 90 meters, and the length of the panel 160 meter and width of the panel 120 meters. And ultimately our main purpose here is whether it is a longwall panel or whether it is a blasting galley, whether it is a deep pilling, anything, when there is a GOF area extracted, of course that ultimately that phenomena or the process of caving will be different when you leave something inside as ribs or stooks or pillars. But when you assume that there is no pillar, everything is extracted, then how that is behaving. So this is the way how you can imagine and how you can understand that capability. Now you can see here that capability of these overlying beds. And here generally what is done is, first we have to understand, as I have shown you here in the board at that time, different layers I have shown there. So same in the similar fashion now since it is now you can see whatever I have shown you there, that layers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 immediately overlying from the overlying the long wall panel. That is, this is a 3 meter if it is a long wall, or it can be 10 meter in a blasting gallery panel or whatever it is. So then you can see those things as layer 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The same number I am showing you for that mine. In this case study or the example, what I am trying to show here, let me show that. Yes. So here, whatever the layers I am talking about here is, for example, detailed perusal of these physico-mechanical properties indicated low compressive strength and RQD of about 131 and 41%, very low RQD. You can see that here, and compressive strength is 131 kg per square centimeters, right? So, and then the thickness of that layer for a 2 meter thick. And now here you can see the difference. Same property, if that thickness is different, its caving characteristics will be different. So that is the reason why there are so many parameters considered in designing first this capability index itself, and later it was utilized for designing purpose in different mines, and later it was modified. This is the way how any research, since we have in our beloved group of strata control technology many PhD scholars and also MTech scholars and so many people. So this is the way how some more research or some more improvements can be made. And whatever research, there is no end for it. And this requires some more improvements. What are that improvements? Already I have been telling you many times as a strata control technologist or strata control engineers is this is the area where you can consider as a thrust area of research as far as longwall mining or the support designs are concerned, and then even understanding the capability or even a simple understanding of bulking factor itself needs a lot of research to be done. Otherwise, we have been assuming so many things. So these are some areas that I wanted my beloved students to take up in future, if not you, your next generations, like that. So there are these layers like layer number 19, number 23, 38, as I have shown you in my this figure overlying 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 layers. This is that layer number what I was trying to show you on our whiteboard just now. And then here, as I told you, this was developed long back and tried to be utilized for different panels. And as I told you, our beloved head of the department at that time, Dr. S.K. Sarkar Saab, who was our former colleague scientist in CMRS. So he designed as a part of his some research investigations. And this is that equation. This you can note down. Later also it will be useful. This capability index I is equal to this thickness T, thickness of bed in meters, T to the power of 0.6. This is again an empirical formulation to understand the strata behavior or the capability of the immediate roof or the overlying rock mass, I should say in that way, in a more general way. Now, this is the thickness to the power 0.6, and then whatever is there per compressive strength in kg per centimeter square, and then massiveness of the bed, and that massiveness can be by RQD plus 10 by 100, whatever the way this empirical formulation was suggested, and then people try to utilize that. That's what is that capability index, which was propounded by Dr. S.K. Sarkar Saab of our CMRS during those days of 1990s. And now when you see, this also is very important point, my beloved students, when we estimate capability index with those equations, whatever we have seen that empirical model of this equation 1, whatever was shown, then when this value is less than 2000, it is something like our rock mass rating. Then rock mass rating, if it is up to 20, 20 to 40, 40 to 60, 60 to 80, more than 80, then we say it is a poor quality to the whatever the best or the fair, and then very good like that. So similarly, they try to classify the roof in terms of easily capable when it is less than 2000, moderately capable 2000 to 4000, when this capability index is between 4000 to 6000 as a cable with difficulty, and cable with extreme difficulty greater than 6000. And generally we are not supposed to use even the caving method of mining when it is more than 6000 as far as the capability index is concerned. This is the way how this helps us in understanding that strata behavior, or even to get some idea of how that strata may behave when you adopt this type of technology, whatever, and then how much support resistance required, or other means or other ways how we are supposed to estimate. Now, they also made a very good attempt, we should say, by our Dr. Sarkar Saab at that time itself in 90s, late 90s, where if this is also very important and very simple to understand, my beloved students of strata control technology, when these layers are, suppose this is a layer, right? So when this layer is having high capability index, so when it breaks or when there is a caving process, it is also very simple to understand that that may give rise to lot of dynamic loading. There's a dynamism, right? So if it is very weak and its capability index is very less, now it is very simple to understand from here itself. When it is easily capable less than 2000, that means it may be very weak rock, and it may require very less span for it to just cave down, right? So that may not pose much problems even after a short span, then it will cave and it will not lead to any dynamic loading or something like that. So they have given, propounded a very good aspect as a severity factor, SF1, to understand the dynamic loading phenomena, if there is any possibility of dynamic loading. And it is also simple to understand when it is very strong, very brittle, I mean, if it is having very difficult caving roof, right? So more than 6,000, for example, cavity index. Then when it breaks, so that may lead to lot of dynamic loading, right? And then that may also sometimes lead to some type of rock burst, and so many things may take place. So this SF1 is equal to 1 by 1000. This is equation 2, whatever is given. So T is a ratio of thickness of immediate roof in between the cold seam and the bed which has got cavity index height, and then H is the height of extraction. Here just I would like to show you, my beloved students, the meaning of this ratio of thickness of immediate roof in between the cold seam and the bed which has got cavity index height. So the meaning here is very simple to understand. Now I am taking out this one where it is the whatever they are trying to tell here. It is this T from this whatever the figures I was trying to show is that suppose if this layer 5, whatever I have shown you here, if this layer 5 is having highest cavability index, now that may cause more dynamic loading. This is very simple to understand. When load is coming from the surface or overlying roof or whatever it is, then what happens? This if this number 5 is having highest cavity index, up to these 4 layers, 1, 2, 3, 4, these layers may come down, may cave down without much difficulty, without any difficulty. But when this number 5 is ready to come down, at that time what happens? This total already caved, these layers, and now this has filled some part of the gulf. Now that is the beauty of this equation. Now you can understand very easily when this is caved down already, and then this layer which is having highest cavity index, or which may cause some type of dynamic loading when this is caving down or when it is broken, then cut intensity will be reduced little bit by the already filled gulf. That is the meaning why this is given here, that T when it is written, this is the ratio of whatever is mentioned here, my beloved students. Now you are able to see this. Are you able to see again back to this? This is a T, that is a ratio of thickness of immediate roof in between the cold seam and the bed which has got this cavity index I or wherever, which may cause some dynamic loading. That is the meaning of this. So when you understand this, so many problems you can solve, because this strata behavior, whatever is supposed to be understood before designing, whether any support or any stabilization measure or any mining method for that matter, you should understand all these aspects. That's why I was trying to show you on that whiteboard also. If you have any doubts, of course, we can discuss. And not only that, there is a critical spans, what I was trying to tell even before also, to some of our already published literature based on various studies, right, in the for understanding this GOAP behavior through lot of instrumentation. One of that already I told you. I have given all these references to you as a part of not only our course material or in the syllabus itself. I have given that. Those material you must have gone through. Otherwise, if you have any doubt, you can discuss also. So maximum span for first breakage of these beds also can be estimated, and people try to do that. And here, whatever I have given with some of my experiences at that time, whatever you are seeing here as Jayantu et al. In 1998 and all those things. So this is the time when we were designing some methods and then try to utilize all these, whether it is models which were developed by other investigators. So why I am telling all this is now you have some more scope to improve all these models, and you can conduct a lot of research as far as our strata control technology is concerned, and that's where we give a lot of importance in our national education policy 2020, and that of course we are also adapting and we are modifying our mining engineering department approaches also. That I will be discussing with you, my beloved students. Of course, already discussed with many of our scholars for their inputs, so that how this national education policy 2020 can be utilized in a more better way for our mining engineering research and academics, and then useful for the industry. That's what I discussed, and you are invited to give your suggestions also. And why I'm telling that again and again is these are the areas where you people can do a lot of research in future. And this is in fact based on some other former colleague scientist, late Professor, late Dr. P.R. Shaurya Saab. He has propounded in some of his studies also before in 1980s sometimes, and we try to modify and later we try to utilize in majority of the mines. Where this is a factor we can see here. There is one, yes, factor depending on rectangularity B by A of the plate. This is simply considering whatever is the GOF as a plate, and then trying to understand what is the critical span required for that to break. So why it is required? Ultimately this capability, ultimately that total strata behavior depends on these parameters. Okay, that's why I'm showing you here, and some of these materials are already there with you, my beloved students of strata control technology. And A is a smaller plate dimension and B is a larger plate dimension, as you are able to see. If this is a GOF area or whatever, then we can see this as a different. Suppose if you are having this plate, so when it will break, right? Or it's critical now while calculations whether I should take this B or A as a span. There is a $1 billion question again, right? So they try to give one equivalent dimension for that, that is equivalent phase advance, since we are extracting by either diagonal line of extraction and so many ways. So in that way, this equivalent phase advance AEQ, whatever is given here, when B by A is less than 3, it is can be found for an infinity long phase when fall would occur. So they have given based on some of their observations in different mines when that fall may occur, because that is very important for us, whether it is a longwall panel or some other panels of Borden pillar, blasting gallery or whatever the methods of extraction as far as caving methods are concerned. In our coal mines we are discussing about that. So AQ is called alpha into A, and that is 9.12 into Q. This Q is again they try to modify, or they try to have some multiple regression or regression analysis, and they try to find out this type of relationship. AEQ is called 9.12 into Q to the power of 0.42. So this is the way how people try to utilize to understand the capability as well as what is the equivalent span where when this major fall may take place with that capability index, and with that capability index how much should be the support resistance or support density, and then later designing the support resistance required. Now those things for Borden pillar already we discussed, and for long wall some more aspects let me show you through our PPTs. I am going into that aspect, my beloved students, for which already we tried to discuss at that time, and today also I will be telling something more in continuation of whatever we have discussed before, for giving some details of the Jeria or other mines. In the previous class we discussed rated support resistance, how it is supposed to be designed with so many things. Why I am showing these things again and again is you should not forget our what we planned, we should execute it, right? For evaluation from the next class, first and last three, what I am displaying now in the slide, you can see CR will collect all assignments and their PPTs, PDF and your whatever Word files and then PPT for evaluation from next class, means from today itself. First and last three will be evaluated in the next class, in today's class, and we put the 0 for them and then go to the next other people, whatever are left out people. Like that we will continue. And these are some CEP questions at that time. And this is where that capability index came. And that is the reason why I tried to show some more details about this capability index. The same thing, this capability index propounded by our beloved colleague scientist, Dr. S.K. Sarkar Saab, is the same as this one also. Now, I am continuing with this. Now, yes, in this, whatever you have written for a Janjra mine in the last class, details of the panel, to continue with that, this immediate floor was sandstone, and parting between this R7 and 7A, that seems, because one was already worked out, we have seen long back in the last class itself, and that parting is 43 to 48 meter. Now, capability index for this 43 to 48 meter is supposed to be estimated by our investigators or whatever in the designing, and then overlaying that is already a GOF which will act as a dead weight. That's what we have already discussed in the previous classes. And continuing with that, existence of overlying or underlying worked out area, this panel in 7 is lying above a W2 panel of 8A, which has been extracted by longwall with caving. A maximum substance of 2 meter was observed over W2 panel when the height of extraction was around 3.7 meters. So GOF of AW1 panel on main gate side of the proposed panel, then the underlying seam is virgin, right? 6 seam is virgin. We are working on the 7 for the 7 seam. Now this capability index and support resistance or support is being done, and that's what we are discussing now. Now I hope you understood other issues also, and the orientation. Any doubts you may ask, you can unmute and ask anytime, and also you can write it there. Then that will be taken up after your presentations and like that for your assignments. Orientation of these joints in gate roads and verticality of barrier pillars are like this. Major joint sets are observed at the gate roads inclined at an angle varying between 55 to 60 degree with the face. So these are some of the details that you are also supposed to collect when you go for any type of investigations. Already I have shown you, we have dozens of these planels, mines where we investigated. We have all that A to Z data with us. Depending on your interest and your attentiveness, we have been discussing all that. For you people to become as a part of your Skill India and Atmanirbhar Bharat. The pillars, verticality of the barrier pillars is the barrier pillars of W2 panel of 7 seam and this AW2 panel of 7A are almost vertically aligned at the start of the panel and slightly staggered by around 20 meters at the end of the panel. That's what is the position of those panels, and the capability assessment, how it was done. Now we can see little bit. Now this is the way how these panels are located or position you can see. And here this is a GOF of AW1 panel, right? And then these are the borehole data, whatever was utilized for designing this support or evaluation of its support resistance like that. And you can see here boreholes AW2 652K, AW2 152K, AW1 EA extension 2 by 99 whatever. So that with those details, with those boreholes, now you can see that parting in these boreholes around 43 meters to 48 maximum, we can say 43 to 48 meters. And based on this, now we are supposed to estimate. But that means you should learn the way how it is estimated and how they utilize these approaches for designing or evaluation or performance of the support systems that we are supposed to understand. And here just for only 1-2 minutes I will show, and later we will take up at least one presentation because now time is also now it is running, as somebody is running here 10:49. So I know you are also running like this to present. To present, but at least one we will take up today and two in the next class. Be ready now. So these are the different physico-mechanical properties that we are supposed to estimate in the immediate roof. And now you can see these borehole sections. And now important point here is what is its length of the core, and then RQD, rock quality designation in the immediate roof. Now you can see up to this 45 meters in the immediate roof. Here the point of very important point here is now you can see based on the compressive strength, this third point, third graph, histogram, whatever you are seeing, this is a compressive strength of around 300, you can say here, around 300 kg per centimeter square from 5 to around 14 meter in the immediate roof. That is having very less compared to any other. So that may cave down easily, but it cannot be taken for granted based on only that parameter. There are other parameters, and then not only this compressive strength may be low here, but you see capability index is very high for that 5 to 10 meters. So this may cause more dynamic loading, or it may take more span for it to cave down. So this is the way how you will understand the strata behavior. That's what I would like to tell you, my beloved students. Here length of the core in the immediate roof is this one, maximum length was there in this portion. And as far as rock quality designation is concerned, it is around 80%, but very less RQD is there from 30 to 35 meter this zone. And this also we can consider that it may be easily caving. And here also we can see this 30 to 32 meter is a easily caving less than 2000. We can see like that. So this is the way how you the capability, and based on that, then using that equations, whatever we have seen in the reference as well as those things, effective support resistance and all is with different height of extraction. When height of extraction is only 2 meter or 3 meter, then it is varying from around 70 ton per meter square to around 105 ton per meter square, which is very reasonable. And other details we will be discussing in the next classes, my beloved students. We will stop at this stage, and now we are going for your presentations of your PPT, whatever was decided. PPT, now who is ready? Now you can come forward, otherwise one from the first and the last we eliminate with 0 marks, and we go to the next number that I wish that our CR to decide, and it is already have given that liberty to the class representatives so that I need not tell many times. Now as a rule we can take out first 3, last 3 with 0, and then go to the next first 3, last 3 people. It is up to you. Now let us decide. Now I am going back to once again attendance. Now who is ready for PPT? CR to coordinate. CR to coordinate. First let us take up CR of BTEX. Later CR of MTEX. For executive PhD scholars, other arrangement was made with their CR Sridhar. Okay. Now you can unmute, and if even any doubts, let us take up any doubts. If you have any doubts, we can have doubts. Then 0 to first 3 and last 3 of the our Maharshi is also here, who has been doing wonderful work as MTech scholar, and he will also help in showing what capability or what other studies are being done. He will be writing meanwhile in the board there whatever our projects at present. The same list he will be writing. You can have a look of it while we discuss here. All that around a dozen mines we are doing investigations as far as strata control technology in underground and open cast are concerned. That same list he will be writing there. You can also see which you could have utilized for your improving your skills. I informed you. Okay. Now shall I take attendance? Is it required? Now anybody can unmute and tell me. We decide
Yes,
who
sir.
are. Yes, Nikhil. So who is
Abhishek
ready?
is ready to present from MTech.
Very nice. Abhishek, who is presenting? Nikhil to coordinate. PPT.
Abhishek Vaidya, sir.
Abhishek Vaidya, very good. So now Abhishek Vaidya presenting, and he has given you that PPT already, or he has the facility to share it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You have given.
And now you will be
Yes, submitted the
coordinating.
PPT and
So
Word
our
file, sir.
Nikhil will be coordinating this presentation one, and now we have very few minutes left, so he should finish within 5 minutes since it is a first presentation, and his questions and answers will be taken up in the next class. Okay, continue, Abhishek. Abhishek, to continue. Are you able to see in the board our Maharshi?
Aditya present.
Yes, sir. Hello. Hello.
Aditya, your voice is
Hello.
audible. You go on with your presentation.
Hello. Yes, sir.
Aditya, your voice is audible. Go on your continue with your presentation.
Hey, attend the presentation. Hello, sir. Hello. Hello.
Sir, your voice is not audible, sir.